Hi, welcome to Monterey's Cooking. I'm John Pisto. I'm with my grandson, Johnny Boy. How we doing, John?
Good, how are you?
Now, we are in Ketchikan, Alaska. And man, we've been having a ball. We've been fishing, we've been spitting, we've been talking, we've been having a lot of fun. Today, we got a special treat. We're on an old tugboat that was built in 1914. I've got the skipper here with me. And guess what his name is, folks? Stretch. Skipper Stretch, how are you?
I'm just fine, John, thank you.
Good. What a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
It's a pleasure to have you.
For having us. This is a tugboat that was actually built in 1914. Give us a brief history, and then we're going to have you show us around. Because now it's open for charter, correct?
Right. It retired towing logs after I've had it for 20 years. It towed logs in Puget Sound. It sank. It was on the bottom, and the lady raised it, rebuilt it in 1968. We bought it in 82, and it's been here working ever since.
Wow.
Now we ran out of logs to tow. We're going to tow
tourists.
Tourists.
That's it. Well, you know, this whole trip up to Alaska is about kids, folks. It's about taking your kids out fishing, getting them out of the house, getting them out in the great outdoors, having them know what it is to catch a fish. John, what's it like to catch a monster?
It's very fun.
And what else?
It's challenging.
And what else?
And it's nice.
It's nice. Okay. So, I mean, now you're going to remember this trip for the rest of your life, aren't you?
Yep.
Yep, I tell you. I know.
And this is Pam, my wife. And,
Hi, Pam.
And the brains of the whole
How are
outfit.
you?
I'm fine.
How come the women are always the brains?
Yeah.
Seems to be that way, isn't
And
it?
this is the wheelhouse. The parts of the wheelhouse is original 1914 parts and pieces.
Wow. This original wheel?
This is the original wheel.
Oh, man.
And the original ship's compass.
Oh, John.
I put
This is great. Put your hands on that, brother.
That's all original.
How's that feel? Look at that. Man. What's underneath now?
Well, the engine room
is here.
is all tugboats. I like to keep it fairly clean. I spend most of my time polishing and scrubbing on that part of it. That is my 5th engine in there.
Gee.
Counting all the rebuilds and the end frames and replacements.
Now, where's everybody sleep?
Well, the bunks sleep 4 individual bunks. This makes into a bunk. I mean, this is a bunk. This will make into a double bed. The table drops down, makes it a double bed. And then, of course, the day bunk in the wheelhouse.
And you got a commode?
Yes, we have a Coast Guard approved.
Okay, let's talk about this line. Look at this now. This is built a special way because of the pulling and the pushing that you do.
It's a spoon stern. They call it spoon stern. It's 49 foot on the keel, 57 feet overall. I've tried to keep everything as near original as I can.
Yeah. Wow.
And this teeth on the bow are for pushing logs and log booms and log rafts.
Gee.
And I've been wanting to take them off, but every time I take it off, my wife says, "No, leave them on there."
Oh, you gotta leave it original.
She's that made our living for 30 years. You're not going to cut them off now.
What do you say? We get underway?
We can do
Show
that.
us around?
Ketchikan is 2 miles long and 2 blocks wide. This is the site of the old Ellis Airlines, and Ellis Airlines became Alaska Coastal Ellis, and then they became Alaska Airlines.
Oh, so what are we going to catch today?
If you're fishing with Uncle Jimmy, God only knows what you're going to catch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to try to go salmon.
Yeah.
Folks, in case you're joining us, we're still up in Ketchikan, Alaska. We're taking a nice little cruise around the harbor on this 1914 old tugboat that's been converted for charter. And I'm sitting here with Pam Chatham, and she's the wife of Skipper Stretch. And I think I know why they call him Stretch.
He's so tall.
Pretty tall and lean.
Yeah.
Nice man.
Yes, he is.
And you know, what's it like living up here? Now, you're born and raised here?
I was born and raised here.
This is an island.
Yes, it is.
So everyone has a boat.
Everybody has a boat.
I mean, everyone, right?
Mostly everybody. That's our recreation. And you know, you're on a rock, you're on an island, so you need to be able to get off, have a nice boat, cruise around. And then we live on another island. I mean, this is Ketchikan, and then we live on Pennock Island. So to get to our house, you have to take a boat.
Wow.
So I always know who my guests are going to be. Because I either pick them up or they have to have their own boat. You know, we like to get out a couple times a year, and we've always thought, you know, maybe we'd like to move down to the Seattle area. We like Seattle. But after being down there for a week or two,
too crazy.
Oh, it's so crazy, and it's so nice to get back up here. It's
nice and
low
quiet.
key.
Yeah. Wow, nice. Yep. Okay, you live in a paradise. Okay, we'll be right back. Stretch. Who's steering the boat?
John?
John? Where the heck? Hey, watch where you're going, bud. Huh?
Keep looking at that blue house.
Gee, not bad.
You want me to turn?
No, stay.
See that blue house on the beach over that little blue rug? Steer towards that.
Stretch, what do you think people are most amazed of when they come up here? I mean, what's the thing that really catches them?
I've talked to lots of them about that, and I find they like the same thing I like, the privacy. A lot of people, I've taken them out, and you don't see another boat for 2 or 3 days.
Wow.
And it's sometimes that's overwhelming to them. They get a little bit, I've had people actually get a little bit concerned about, well, what if?
Yeah.
I said, well, what if? Just take care of yourself. Christ, be responsible for your actions.
Yeah.
The kids, ever since they've been 10 years old, they've run their own boats. So they don't have a driver's license. And they don't need one. All their friends have driver's license and cars, and they have a boat. And they've had a boat for so long and been mobile that a driver's license and a car just doesn't interest them.
That's how they get to school.
That's how they get to school. That's how they get around town. They just run the boat because Ketchikan is built on the water. You can access every place by boat.
Yeah. Can I pick this guy up and go with us, my boy? Sure. Okay. She thinks she owns this thing, so if the boat goes, she thinks she's supposed to go. And my oldest son lives in Anchorage. He's learned how to use a rapid transit. He doesn't need a driver's license there. But they've been mobile. Well, you saw this one here in the middle when he's 18. They've had that boat since they were 9 years old. And they've been going back and forth across town, winter, summer, spring, or fall, to ball games, to the movies, to the dances. And they don't need a car. They've been mobile, and all the other kids have been dependent upon their mom and dad just to get a ride back and forth to town. She likes to bark at the waves, and if it gets a little bit choppy, a little bit rough, she'll sit there and bark at them for hours. And I've actually had water coming up over the bow, hits her, wash her down here and blow her out in the back deck. Then she acts like it's my fault.
Yes, sir. This is living. Eating smoked salmon on a boat, middle of the Ketchikan Peninsula. Man, I love it up here. I'm moving here, folks. Me and Johnny and the dog.
This here is fishing, cooperating with each other, and never bickering or nothing.
There.
And if he does like I tell him, then we do all right. But he never listens. These here are probably people off the cruise ship. These are charter boats. They take, they call them six-packers, and they can haul as many as 6 people at a time. And each one of the people there pay for about $250 for 4 hours to go out on the boat there. And then they process their fish, and then they ship it to them wherever they happen to live. It's just a nice place. Just the scenery and the people are so much nicer and friendlier here than they are other places in the world. Certain times of the year, the fish prefer herring, and then the other times we take and fish with these here hoochies. The salmon really like these. That's their natural food is herring, and that's the main reason they come in to get fat, like your silvers and stuff. There's a lot of herring in the inlets and stuff, and they really feed out on them. I forget how many pounds a week a silver will gain before he goes to the creek for the spawning and stuff.
We are going to teach Cheryl how to bait her own hook. We're going to do a cut plug. Are you ready, girlfriend?
I'm ready.
Alrighty. Okay, we're going to cut it.
Cut behind the head.
Cut behind the head, and then you're going to go ahead and get all the good little stuff out of there. Okay? And then the trick is you want this to twirl. You want it to spin, show some action. So you're going to take this hook. You want to take this one? Or you want me to do it?
No, show me an arm.
Are you sure? Okay, you're going to loop it through here, and you're going to pull it all the way down, okay? And then once you have it here, then you're going to sort of do a little wrap, and you're going to come back, and then you're going gonna go right through there, okay? And push it through a little bit. Then this one, you're just gonna sort of hook it right through there. And there we have a nice little, and then you're gonna pull it just a little bit, not too tight, but just so it has a little bend to it. The flasher attracts the fish, and it sort of, it does a circle. It's supposed to.
I want to be a flasher.
Don't ask Uncle Jimmy if he wants to be a flasher. But
Come on, flash for us.
No. Hello. No flashing here. So anyway, and then this connects to the flasher, and it spins.
Folks, if you're just joining us, we're coming to you today from beautiful Ketchikan, Alaska. Believe it or not, I'm sitting on a 1914 tugboat that's converted into a charter, and we actually have lines in the water, and we're fishing. I'm sitting here with the son of the skipper, and his father's Stretch, who is the captain of the boat. His mom's Pam. Hi, Aaron.
Hey,
say hi to everybody.
Hey, how we doing?
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, how old are you?
I'm 18.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, what is it like growing up on an island in Alaska? I mean, you know, this is, to us, I tell you, this is a whole different world. I mean, you guys live on another island, so you have to go to Ketchikan. You got to get in a boat and go to it. You're shopping. Everything's done that way?
Yeah.
Everything.
Right. Everything. From anything from taking your own water across to everything. I don't know. You've got to pack it all. I mean, you go to town, rain or shine, pretty much, and just get your own stuff.
Amazing. Okay, how about that Ketchikan, folks? Wasn't that a blast? I tell you, my grandson, he loved it. The people were so nice. And Stretch, man, that guy looks like a cartoon character. He was a lot of fun. And I mean, you just, I mean, what was it, a mile outside of Ketchikan, and there was fish. I mean, amazing. I thought sticking with salmon would be a good idea, and I thought I'd get off the fresh salmon. And those of you that don't have availability to fresh salmon,
There you go.
I know everyone can get smoked salmon, okay? This is 3 ounces of good smoked salmon. I'm gonna do a pasta. And this is called pasta with vodka and cream and leeks. Okay, so I've gotten 1 leek. I've cut it like this, put this under the water, let it drain, or let it get nice and wet, get all the sand out, shake it, and there you have it. Okay, real simple. Again. All right, and we're gonna do a little butter with that. Onions, sour cream, and smoked salmon. Sounds like a Sunday morning in New York. Okay, this takes a couple minutes. Okay, while that's cooking, I'm going to show you just how fast this dish goes. Okay, I got pasta water going here, and I'm just going to make a portion. So what I'm making, this is enough for 2 people. Okay, pasta. Now this has got to be pretty brave, right? Pasta water, pasta in there. That should be enough. Okay, now I'm going to blast this. Okay, we just want this just to lose a little bit. You see, I give this a good 5 minutes. Now, vodka, use a good one. Whoa, this will flame up on you. Be careful. Let's put the pepper in. It'll cook right out. And now we're going to put some cream and some sour cream. So far, so good, huh? You got to be 21 to eat this pasta, though. Not really. Taste this. I don't know what that is. That's a little piece of brown onion. No big deal. Very good. Now, this is a zester. Okay, lemon zester. And I don't want to put a lot because the flavor here is going to be the onion and the cream, the leeks and the cream. Okay, just a touch. Okay. You got a pasta sauce right there, folks. Okay, another minute. Let's give it some more pepper. Now, as soon as that is nice and thick, you see, the sour cream really does the trick. You see how nice that looks? Doesn't that look beautiful? Now, the salmon's being already cooked, and it's salty, so let's not put too much salt. My buddy Dave Clark says, you cook with too much salt. He's probably right. Okay, see that nice smoked salmon? Now, smoked salmon really is available all over the place. You find it everywhere. Now, I'm using a Novi. It's a soft smoke. Don't get the hard smoke because it'll have too much smoke in it. This is the kind you put on bagels and, you know, with the cream cheese. Okay, now pieces. See, this is on very low now. Folks, I'm telling you, this has got to taste good, right? I mean, you just know it. Leeks, cream, sour cream, smoked salmon, vodka. I didn't put any wine because it'd give it a little bit too much acid. Okay, now I'm gently going to put that in there. And just, okay, that's that. Okay, let's see where we are pasta-wise. That's one of these dishes I love because you can, the pasta takes 8 to 10 minutes. The sauce is done already. Now I'm waiting for the pasta. And that means you'll be eating 15 minutes, 20 minutes. This is going to be cooked, a salad made, sitting down, and you're eating now. Pop a bottle of wine, and you're in business. Now, I'm going to use some green onions for garnishing. Now, I've washed these, I trimmed them, I picked all this so it's all nice and clean. You see that? This, like this, like this, like this. I'll guarantee you try this one at home, they're going to love it. Now, these are some salmon eggs that somebody gave me. Look at that, beautiful, huh? And later, if you keep watching our shows, we did a series where they actually make these salmon eggs right in a town called Petersburg in Alaska. And that is something to see. Man, we ate that every chance we could with over just rice and some onion and a little soy. Whew, that was delicious. I'll show you how to do that one too, because that's a good one. Okay, pasta's done. Look at that. Okay, I tried to do something to make it easier. There is no easy way to do that. This is the way you gotta go. Okay, don't let it all drain. See the pasta water? I wanted some of that pasta water in there because that's going to cut some of the richness. Look at this. Isn't this amazing? Fast. Real elegant dish. You notice I'm going smaller portions nowadays. Okay, let's make it look pretty. Whoop. Okay, we do this. We do this. And we do this. And there you have smoked salmon pasta a la Ketchikan. I hope you enjoyed this show. Simple recipe, anyone can do it. Makes you look like you're an accomplished chef because it's very, very easy. It's a secret from the kitchen. I hope you enjoyed it, and catch me next time. Goodbye.